Morning House Calls, sponsored by UK Healthcare.
Welcome back to Mountain News This Morning. Today we're being joined by Dr. Joe Kingery with UK Healthcare. We are 4 days into the new year at this point. Might as well talk about resolutions if you have some that you're starting late, or maybe you're already starting. Maybe you've already broken them 4 days in. But from a health standpoint, what are some good ones? What are some bad ones? Are they worth keeping?
Sure. That's a great question. New Year's resolution is something everybody talks about. Especially it's after the holidays. You made it through Thanksgiving, you made it through Christmas time, and now you've got those holidays out of the way, all the good baked goods, turkey. So it's a good time to start thinking, well, okay, I should do better than that. So I think some of the things to think about, getting fit, obviously eating better, exercising more, those are things that definitely should be part of people's New Year's resolutions. The problem is, let's not make it just a New Year's resolution and 4 days in, like you said, it's kind of like, well, I'm back, I did okay for a little while. It's something you got to keep up with throughout the year, and that's a struggle for people. Some of the bad resolutions, I would say, is trying to overdo it. Setting your goals too high, because if you do that, if you say, okay, I haven't lost weight in 2 years and I'm going to lose 20 pounds in the next 2 months, you're setting yourself up for failure. So I think overachievement goals is the problem. Running out to the gym and working like crazy for a week or two, you're going to burn yourself out, you're going to be sore, you're going to not want to go back and do it again.
And overdoing it in that way, I mean, if you overdo it too much, it reaches a point where you have to do not necessarily exponentially more, but a lot more to even get to the point where you're actually exercising, right?
Right, exactly. That's absolutely true. And you can overdo it and kind of hurt yourself, and then you're back out not doing anything for a while, and then you have to go back up again. So,
and do you necessarily, if you're going to be going into a health fitness way, do you necessarily need to go for a full physical doctor consult, or is it something that you can kind of research on your own?
I think it's not a bad idea to always get checked out beforehand. A lot of people who have medical problems may not know about it, haven't been to the doctor in years because they didn't know that anything was going on. They didn't realize they had high blood pressure, because a lot of times it doesn't have any symptoms. They may have not realized they have diabetes because, again, it doesn't have those symptoms. So I think it's a great idea to get in, get checked out, make sure that you're okay to go out and exercise and start doing some modified diets. It never hurts. If you've been to the doctor recently and on a regular basis and you know that things are okay, I think it's fine. Go ahead and do some exercise and diet, but definitely it should be a recent checkup. And
then finally, monitoring your progress, not just the number on your scale, the best way to look at it, right? Right,
exactly. So scales can lie, unfortunately, and we get trapped into what we call body mass index, or BMI. You go to the doctor and there's a BMI number that tells you your body density. What it doesn't tell you is the specifics of that. So you take someone who's fairly fit, and they may weigh more than someone who actually is less fit and have more body fat. One of the things that people struggle with is they start exercising, they're eating right, and they're not losing weight. But when they really look at inches, when they look at their overall health, it's getting better. It's just that you're putting on some muscle at the same time as you're burning fat, and you don't need to get trapped just on the scale number.
All right. Dr. Kingery, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Mountain News This Morning continues in just a moment.